Let's check this out. Check it out. How's that background? What do you guys think? God, what is on my face? Is that food? The thing is, with using this camera, the autofocus is just so bad. Ah, that actually looks pretty good for just a shitty rig. Dude, check it out. That's a rig right there. Look at that. I gotta take a video of this too. Look at this, guys. Yeah, that's right. At Shitty Rigs. I need a fork. There's so much uncertainty in my life and in life in general. So I felt like it might be beneficial to just talk about my life right now and just try and be really honest. I have a hard time doing this these days. I think because of insecurity, and I have these like huge expectations and people that I compare myself to, that I want to create content similar to them. But it's hard, you know? We have lots of influences online and we want to be just like everybody else and want to fit in and we gotta make it and all this stuff. But I don't know, myself is, I just think about that stuff way too much, and then it just turns in my brain infinitely, and I never go anywhere, I never do anything, and I just keep thinking about doing things, and it's just like, I don't know, something clicked recently where I'm like, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do that. I don't want to just churn. I feel like I'm just churning butter in my brain. My brain is literally just becoming butter. Butter brain. Anyway, so I thought I would talk about just what's up in my life and what I'm doing, which isn't a whole lot of stuff, but I think that encapsulating and concreting a moment in a video sometimes just helps you figure out what you're doing. You know, it's a video journal, you know, in a lot of ways. I like to journal, I like to write, and video for a long time was an outlet like that for me, and then something changed where I developed insecurities and I felt like I wasn't enough, and what I was making wasn't good enough, and I still struggle with all that stuff, and it's still very present. But that doesn't mean I don't still have this like burning desire to like videotape and just encapsulate a moment, because we're alive and I like doing this. I like making videos. I like expressing what I'm feeling so that I can watch it, or I don't know, so that I can analyze it. That's what I like doing. So without further ado, what's up in my life? I'm still living up in Portland. Here I am. Hi, Portland. I'm still here. I am still living with my good friend Tyler. We're chilling deep and hanging tight. It's the winter time. Snowboarding when we can. My new work schedule doesn't really let me snowboard all that much, but Tyler and I have been making some goofy videos. He has been passionately going after YouTube as well. He's been making some goofy content, and yeah, it's been good. I feel like we're both growing a lot together, and that's really, really positive. I quit my job back in October. You guys probably all saw that video. I haven't really talked about what I've done since then, but I think I'm going to, because I think it's super valid to talk about, and I realized the only reason that I'm hiding from it is because I'm prideful, and my ego is so fucking important to me that I don't want to tell anyone about it. I don't want to tell the world about it. And the thing is that doesn't help me, and it doesn't help anybody else either, because a lot of people deal with all of these same fucking things. We're all going through the same shit. We're all in the same boat, as Zach Brown Band would say. I think that's Zach Brown Band. Correct me if I'm wrong. So after I quit my job in October, I had this thought that I was going to get another job immediately. I had quit with a sense of pride that I would be able to find something better with, you know, less systematic errors and more position support than the place that I left. I applied to on average 3 jobs every day for like 3 months and didn't get any single thing back. Now, for somebody who quit their job out of pride and said, yeah, I'll be fine, I'll figure it out, I'll get another job that's better. You know, that was what I said. I was like, I'll get one that's better. I was an idiot. Just like straight up, I was an idiot. And I'm like totally comfortable admitting that now. I think that like holding onto my ego for so long, and I haven't seen so many of the people that I used to work with too recently, because I wanted them, you know, to feel like, oh, like Finley left and he's like doing good stuff and he's doing a good job and he's, I don't know, like I had so much fucking pride attached to this, and I just don't fucking care anymore. I just don't care. It doesn't matter to me, because truly in the depths in my heart, I know that there was something better out there for me. I know that there still is. And I'm not frustrated by not getting it, because if I don't already have that thing, it's not mine, you know? And that's a lesson that I had to learn, is that like you shouldn't do things, you know, with any sense of pride or spite or anything like that. Not that there was any spite littered in my decision to leave my last job, but you should never act out of those emotions. You know, make a plan and consult with yourself and just communicate with yourself and figure out what's happening in the depths. But anyway, moving on from that, I'm really happy I can finally like talk about this, because I felt like so shitty about myself, because the new job that I'm working, I am making a lot less money. I got a new job working at a cafe, and it's a good job. It's, you know, it's dependable and it's fine, but it's not going to be, you know, forever for me. It's not what I want to do. I want to find something in video or, you know, creative work. I want to be a creative. I want to be somebody that works with people that, you know, have big creative ideas and be able to like share them and communicate them and make plans, and like that's the stuff I like, and like I feel like I'm intellectually savvy enough to like do that kind of work as well, and I want to do it. So I'm not quitting. But yeah, got a new job working at a cafe. I'm chilling, paying the bills, and I'm trying to pursue more of my freelance work on the side. Some of you guys probably saw my Finley King creative video. Yeah, so I've been trying to, you know, just network with people and build my brand and make more stuff. And it's a slow process, you know, it really is a slow process, and that is okay. Good fucking God, it is okay to move slowly. It is okay, it's fine. Like just take deep breaths and tell yourself it's fine. It's fine. You know, work hard, rest hard. That's another thing I'm working on, is like taking adequate, really good, high quality rest. I'm really fucking bad at doing this. I'm really bad at it. I want to be better at it. I want to be better at resting well. Because really, like, working hard is an easy thing. It's an easy thing to learn, you know? You practice working hard, you'll get good at it. You know, you'll get good at grinding and sitting down and getting your shit done. Grinding isn't hard. What's hard is giving yourself adequate space spiritually, mentally, physically, to just relax. And then when you've done that, you can go back to, you know, that grind state. So yeah, living in Portland, working at a cafe, grinding on some freelance work. I haven't had as much time for music as I would like. I'm trying to work in more creative work, because I'm realizing that's also really important for balance. But yeah, that's what I'm up to. What else? Music, work. Oh yeah, so I'm not really working on too much music right now, mostly because I haven't had that balance. Oh, another big thing that I'm like trying to work on and be better about and I'm just talking about this because it's like helpful to me to vocalize it. I'm not saying it like, oh, I've done this thing and I'm a changed person, I'm so much better. Like, that's not it at all. It's just something I'm thinking about and actively trying to do, is pay more attention to dopamine consumption. Tyler sent me this really good video. Maybe I'll link it below if I can find it. That this, I think it's a psychologist, was talking about just like the effects of dopamine. And we're all aware of dopamine. We know of it. We know what it does. But the way he described it was really powerful and impactful to me, in that like pretty much when you wake up every morning, your brain has to have dopamine. Like, we have to have it because it makes us feel purpose, you know, where we like have a thing that we have to do and we have to get it done. And so much of like being on our phones is these like fake reward pathways that are just teaching us to, you know, like a person's photo and we get that dopamine, or respond to a text message and we get that dopamine. Even like looking at the news, you know, you'll like get dopamine from feeling informed. And I realized I'm so much better off if I take much more time away from my phone, and if I take so much more time away from my phone and don't interact with those pathways until like towards the end of the day. And that helps me get stuff done, or at least even just think about what I want to get done. It helps me like be able to journal and think, because if you don't receive a reward, you'll ask yourself, what do I want to be rewarded for? And when you ask yourself that question, you'll actually want to do stuff. But if you totally skip over that, then you don't even get a chance to converse with yourself and say like, oh, what do I want to be rewarded for? Because this is another thing I saw on a TikTok that is just like this guy talking about how you have to choose your hard, where he's like, being fit and in shape is hard, being out of shape is hard, being in a marriage is hard, getting a divorce is hard. And pretty much the point he makes is that like life is gonna be hard no matter what, and you have to conscientiously choose how you want it to be difficult. And I think it's the same thing for dopamine, where you have to conscientiously choose how you want to be rewarded in this life for what you are doing. You have to make conscientious choices. And I struggle with this because I struggle with social media addiction. Like, I call it addiction because in the past I won't even talk about like the specifics there, but I feel a struggle to remove myself from the situation sometimes. I think that social media has a lot of positivity, you know, in it, but you guys know I ranted about that so many times in the past. So yeah, those are some things that I'm working on. Hitting the gym most days, trying to get a little bit leaner. Haven't really been focused on strength, more so just like losing some body fat, because I gained some weight from the office job. So I've just been kind of trying to work that off a bit. Yeah, need to make a little more time and balance myself with creativity. It's just hard. There's not a lot of time, you know, time is so short. The days go by really, really fast, and I wish that they were shorter. I wish that they were longer. Jesus. Wow, I have got plenty of sleep today, you guys can tell. I wish the days were shorter. That's hilarious. Luckily the days are getting longer here. Thank goodness. I'm ready to be done with winter. It's cold. But yeah, I don't know. I think I just wanted to do a life update. Nothing else. I hope you guys are all doing super well, and don't lead your life with pride or arrogance or stupid shit, man. Don't let those negative emotions run you dry. Like, they're just not fruitful. They don't pay in the end. You know, do what makes you happy, and as cheesy as it sounds, like, follow that little guy beating in your chest, because he's taking you somewhere. He really is taking you somewhere special, and it's where you're supposed to be, and you're gonna get there. Just keep chugging along. I love you. Now I have to sit here. I have to think about the intention of this video. All right, we're on, we're live. Steak and rice and ketchup and steak and spinach and ketchup and steak and... You guys that have been here for a while know that I am a shifting person. Always changing, always learning, always shifting, always changing, always learning, always overthinking. A lot of that, a lot of overthinking. Man, I actually just had the point I was gonna make in my head, just forgot it. This is some of the greasiest steak I've ever had. It was so good.